Well, let's go.
This.
It's just going to be dancers, and that's it.
No. Even better. This was Verdania.
Oh, cool. Hello.
Mito.
The myth we made, by grace by blade, all bowed before we princes green. This is lost Verdania. Verdania as it was in its heyday.
Oh, cool, okay.
Which is... So I had absolutely no inkling that this place existed. I stumbled upon it purely by accident right after having done almost... Well, I say everything else in Act 3, except for I couldn't beat Carmelita, so I was just like, okay, I'm just going to go do everything else and see if I can make myself stronger. And I stumbled across this, and it's honestly one of the most extraordinary moments in Silksong for me.
Your attack was too obvious. It's nice to have like an area to explore again in this game.
Sorry?
It's nice to have like a new area in this game.
What's interesting is actually that some of these enemies were actually cut enemies from the original Hollow Knight. So it's
really?
like, so you know, there's that sort of, you know, there's that dual thing of, so those floating things, those flying things with the pointy noses, they are, they were originally cut from original Hollow Knight. You have these adorable broccoli deer things. Things flapping away. So yeah, you have the dual thing of, you know, they were lost from Hollow Knight, you know, and they are, well, in obviously the plot of Silksong, they are lost and extinct forever, but they live on in memory.
Too bad they aren't in the zoo.
Well, you may remember actually that there's that one message in the memoriam where they say that the Verdania environment is completely lost.
No.
A glowing thing. We like glowing things. Yes, Nat, you are in fact going to have to... Yes. You have to deign to use it.
Okay. Hello.
Here the trail the stag touched pale. We hunted her, felled her as none before were able. Proof of it became of our majesty.
I did something, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, it teleported.
The pale stag.
Nah.
Now this is a missable enemy.
Oh, really?
Yes. Pale stag. It's not actually a boss that you have to fight. It's not really even a boss at all, but it is a noble beast.
Fair.
I would say heal first and then go after it.
That was probably reasonable advice.
I am occasionally correct. Not often, but occasionally.
Oh my god.
Remember, if they can't really vertically track, so I would say heal. Yeah. Okay. I was going to say, as long as they're not on the same level as you horizontally, then you don't have to worry about them too much.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, piss. Okay.
Also, don't forget, if you want to close the gap between you and the Pale Stag quickly...
I know. The move fucking sucks. I wish it wasn't in the game.
I know.
Like,
I know.
I understand how valuable it is.
I
It's just
know.
infuriating to me because it shouldn't be a thing to me.
I'm sorry.
It is like the claw line is. I understand why it's useful, and I know that most people find it good. I find it completely maddening as an ability. Because it's a level too complex for what I want this game to be in terms of like how you express yourself through movement. And here, right?
Yeah.
And then over here.
Oh, by the way, don't forget you have the map. And if you look at the map... of course, because you actually went out of the dream. Okay, well, if you go back... Well, if you die again, or you go back to where the bench was, because... So that place which had the bench... no, actually, that's not actually visible in the past. No, okay. So, well, if you want to update the map, you'll have to, like, exit the dream and then go rest at a bench if you want to actually get the map updated. Okay. That was an impressive blinding display. Oh, he thought he was gonna do a cool jumping down and ninja strike on you, and you just bopped him in the arse.
Again, I don't know what happens when I do that, but that's probably fine. Is it here that I want to go?
Yes, I think so. It was up above.
Yes, I recognize this guy. Okay.
I would say if we do die again, then we should go to the bench just so that we at least have this area mapped, because there are plenty of
and so that we
this area is not super linear. It's it's comparable to other areas in the game. Like it's not just one like you have to always follow the same routes. You can unlock shortcuts, but it's worth doing this to go and get the Pale Stag because it's a legendary beast. It's a formidable foe, and Hornet does not shy away from fighting formidable foes.
No, she does not.
Also, we want to be able to, are we going to let the Green Prince, the Green Prince, killed it, but we didn't? No. We want to prove that we are just as royally majestic as the Green Prince. Well, both the Green Princes, actually.
Both Green Princes, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it was a dual monarchy, it would seem, Verdania. Two heads of state. A bit like Sparta or, San Marino. Bug San Marino. San Manticino? Ooh, actually, can you hit them back?
I don't think you can.
No.
No, you can block them, but you can't hit them back.
Okay. It's fairly pointless because they still... Oh! What? Did they...
Yeah, it got me during the climb animation.
Oh, so they actually... So they hover in place and then they horizontally zoom in on you. Interesting. So they can actually very slightly change their direction if you're near where...
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah.
They do. Like, so they have tracking. I realized that after the first attempt.
Yeah. Not much, but just enough.
Oh my god.
There we go. I suppose you probably could parry them, but...
Yeah, I absolutely could parry them.
But like,
I
what
just
would be the
have
point?
help.
Because they're not anywhere near the Pale
Yeah, you wouldn't hit her either. Hit him? I guess him.
So
what is that doing?
Well, with each bit of light, you are uncovering some of the form and majesty of the Green Prince and his partner.
No, I see.
And spoiler alert: if you unlock enough of that majesty, that glorious light of their bygone kingdom, then you can get to a different area.
Cool. Okay. Well, I could have already been this way. I remember the door.
So, but there was a whole area to the right-hand side which you didn't go because.
Indeed.
Yeah. So we now head down.
To the right. Okay, and over we go. Oh, you pissant, really? Okay, fine.
Yay!
Okay, that's that one done. Wait, is the bench meant to be over here?
Yes, in the future.
Oh, that's annoying, okay.
Benches are, a comparatively recent invention. They're cutting-edge technology. In the dim and distant past, people would just sit on the floor. Okay, that was pretty cool. Whenever you do that, I always think of the famous Street Fighter 3 video. The the perfect blocking of Chun-Li.
Ah, yes.
Million
Evo
legs.
Moment 37.
Is that actually what it's?
Yeah, or the Daigo parry. It's one of the
The
two.
Daigo
Like,
parry.
both.
That was it. That was it. Oh god.
I mean, this game is just Daigo parry the game, clearly, right?
I mean, it is depressing actually how a lot of the challenges in Silksong can be overcome simply by just by attacking really, really quickly and really hard. I kid you not. Oh, these waters at Landage and the shrine atop, our furtive escape. So many moments spent simple, joyful, free.
Yeah. Oh.
And this is what Grandmother Silk and the Citadel took away.
It's a big boy. Okay.
When 3 font sweep, our sacred shrine shall rise. Oh, by the way, you may have twigged on this, but obviously, can't go back to the Coral Tower. You can't go back into Carmelita's Dream. Any enemies which are exclusive to Dream areas
Can't be gotten back to, I guess, yeah.
but you immediately get the best re-entries as if you completed them. So
I see.
So you won't lose out on them. And I suppose you can probably work out what's going to happen to Vidania once we've completed it. Very nice.
Yep. Where's the last one?
Oh, it'll be around. Possibly to the left, maybe. Something down there. Or...
I don't think so.
No, unless it's not. It's not up there. No, it's not up there.
Pardon me.
Oh, don't worry. I'm feeling pretty wiped out today.
Yeah, I've had a bit of a cough since I got back from Germany.
Ah.
Usually holds up pretty well during these episodes, but eventually it will get to me.
No, I think a combination of going off to the UK Games Exhibition, Exposition at Birmingham last weekend, and then doing a show at the end of this week just gone, as my body woke up on Monday and was just like, wait a minute, there's nothing that we need to actually sort of be like in good health for. Oh, okay, just crash out now.
Time to be sick.
Immune
Have
system
fun.
can take a break. Enjoy your adrenaline crash. Call us in a fortnight.
Victory.
Victory for Hornet! Lift your voices, know our grace.
Nice. I think I did it.
Let the light shine. Okay, now we need to get out of here.
I guess it's up and over that I've got to do.
Yep.
Oops. Okay.
Not up and over enough, but yeah. I suppose in a way this is kind of sort of like the Silksong equivalent of the Queen's Garden.
Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, the sort of like, you know, the bygone majesty and sort of, you know, obviously the, you know, the lush verdant growth and everything, but like sort of
Okay. Up this way, I guess? I don't know.
what happens if we go actually well that's what happens if we go up here. Oh, there we go. More light. Stay on target. There we go. Okay.
I suppose it wants me to go up to the top left somewhere.
Actually, if you keep on going left, you'll unlock a shortcut, I believe.
A house.
Oh. Ah. Yes. Yes, we like light.
Guys, would you stop? Julio. Okay. If I go to the left, I might unlock a shop.
Yeah. You should read the oh, a gauntlet. Okay, but no, actually, this one is all right. Don't worry. This one is okay because it doesn't go on for like half. And also, their timing is, bless them, really, really, really obvious. I say,
I find the airborne ones much harder than the ones on the ground usually.
yeah, I've noticed. Did he just uppercut you?
Yeah, he got me with an uppercut, like...
He bug uppercutted you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like, he managed to get all the way over there to bug uppercut me, and I was like... I was not expecting the bug uppercut.
Damn. Actually, let's go and uncover the map, because it will actually be useful, because you may struggle to remember where you went,
Yeah.
given your sort of general orienteering
Or lack thereof.
challenges. Yeah. If there's one enemy in the game that I would have their behavior and their attack like radius changed, it wouldn't actually even be Carmelita. It's those friggin' farlids. I friggin' hate them.
I have... Okay, I've got an idea of where we're going then.
Yeah.
So somewhere around here,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Alright.
Now, technically, you don't have to do that gauntlet, but you really going to let that gauntlet phase you when you've done all the
Probably
others?
not. I will probably end up doing that gauntlet, yes. But for now, I think we should probably take a break because it's been a long while, I think.
Yes.
So, guys,
Are you
thank
happier?
all very, very much.
Are you happier? And are you feeling more at calm and at peace with Silksong than you were last episode?
Yeah, much more so. This is much more interesting and much better.
Yes, and your anti-Claudine tendencies haven't
Haven't really abated. No, I don't think they will.
hooray! But they haven't really tainted your enjoyment of this session. That's the important
that's
thing.
fine.
That's
Like,
good.
like I did not using the claw is the thing I've chosen to do, right?
I know.
Not by chosen, I mean like, you know, it's a preference thing.
The irony is that in that platforming bit when you were having to hop on the bus, like you did it perfectly.
Oh yeah, that's like not a problem. Like it's not the thing is difficult to use. It's not difficult to use. The thing is it like
In combat.
you don't need two dashes. Two dashes is too much. It's not helpful. Like so, it there's a point of complexity for character movement and control in a game, where additional complexity is good for people trying to reach the skill ceiling, like people who are really, really, really good at the game.
Yeah.
But stops being helpful for people who aren't near that and becomes just not an inhibition necessarily. It doesn't take away anything from you. But when the game starts designing things, assuming that you have control over that ability, it becomes more and more difficult for a player who's not taken on board that move, and the game gets harder and harder over time as a result.
Okay. No, I can see that. I can see that.
And that's true of everything, right? Because ultimately, your ability to use the claw line and like factor that into the stack mentally that you have in the game is going to affect the way that everything else comes together as well. It's really like interesting to understand like how all that's built on top of each other. And so like ultimately the difficulty with Hornet is she is far, far, far more complex than the Knight, and probably in the hands of an absolute master is better than the Knight.
Yes.
In the hands of almost anyone else, the Knight is just much easier and better, like much easier and like more intuitive to play.
I can see that. I mean, with Silksong, with Silksong, you know, the sheer range of abilities, the sheer range of options that Hornet has, I would agree, is absolutely overwhelming. And I mean, like to master the Knight, even given like all the various combinations of charms that you can have, I feel like it's a much less daunting and much more attainable prospect than trying to fully master all of Hornet's capabilities and the possibilities.
So we'll just do this quickly. So Hornet has a glide.
Yep.
Knight doesn't have that. Knight just has a double jump. She has a normal dash, which is not a straightforward dash at all. She has the claw line on top of that.
Yep.
Right? And then she has all her attacks vary based on the crest that she's using as well.
Yep.
She has 5 or 6 different silk skills.
Yep.
And then she has every single tool.
Yes. I know it's and
like
I know, and of course, yeah, and of course, there are the various sort of like non-attacking tools which add also amounts of synergy. I mean, it's yeah.
So like people will ask, why don't you vary the tools that you use? Why do you always use the parry and nothing else? And the answer is because I have a limited space in my brain to be able to onboard a certain number of things and the best case uses for them. And so there's always going to be an upper limit on what I can do. Why don't you use the claw line as much? Because there is just an upper limit on the amount of stuff I can take in that I have available to me without conscious thought going into the fact that I've got it available. And that's important, right? There is a level... I'm talking about this, right?
Yeah.
There's a level to which a person can unconsciously do things and understand that they have things that they can do to them, right?
Yes.
Have things that they can do. And there is a level above that of conscious thought, which is where you go, oh, I must do this in this situation. And the range of options that Hornet has means that you will, as a player, almost never ever master Hornet's capabilities on an intuitive level. And that is what makes her so much harder to play than the Knight. Because the game is based around, and the game structures itself around the assumption that you do have all of this knowledge down on an intuitive level. And you won't. Guaranteed.
Yeah. No, I think I do see where you're coming from. I think the Team Cherry have been right in one way to give people a lot of options, but I think balancing that was always going to be, I think, a nigh on impossible task. I think having all the options available. I mean, with these kinds of games where we have different sort of like, I don't know, play styles available to you, which you unlock over the course of the game. I think the risk inherent in this is by the time that you unlock different play styles, you're probably so comfortable with one playstyle and the challenge of the game is such that unless you're one of those sort of rare people who really just likes to experiment and to see everything the game has to offer, you're just going to stick with that one playstyle, right? So you're going to, we're going to stick with the Wanderer's Crest, most of the time because it's the one that we're most used to. It's the best. We are, we're most au fait with it. We know how to do. We know how to do damn well with the Wanderer's Crest. I do wish that there was an option with games like Hollow Knight and Silksong where you had, if after you beat the game once, you can start the game and you have all of the options available to you. So that if you want to see, okay, I want to go through the entire game using the Architect's Crest, which you still haven't unlocked, or the Shaman Crest, then you can see what it's like. Then you can start from the beginning and have that rather than thinking, oh, I want to play with this crest, but I've got to go through the entire game up to this point to get it. You know what I mean?
I exactly know what you mean, because if you remember at the beginning of the previous episode, I went in being like, oh yeah, I really want to try using this Shaman Crest. It seems really interesting, and it was just too difficult.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't do or progress the way that I would want to.
Yeah. If we had been playing with the Shaman Crest from the very beginning, I think it could have made for a very interesting, because we would know exactly how to use it and we'd have been good at it. And yeah, it's a tricky thing. And there's no easy answer. And Lord knows, balancing game difficulty around giving people options, giving people variety, and but also the time at which you give people those options, far harder than I could ever possibly hope to appreciate.
And on that note, then, thank you very much for watching, everyone, and we will catch you all in the next set of episodes.
Like Hornet, we have much to ponder.